Hey folks, David Stewart here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Welcome to the Wednesday show. We're going to do a little gaming. Play some Oblivion. I wrote a Substack article today about why I'm not really excited for remakes of Elder Scrolls games. And this also includes like Skywind and like porting Morrowind into the Skyrim's engine or like Morrow. So yeah, Skywind is Morrowind in there, and then what is it? Oblivion? Putting Oblivion into Morrowind's engine. And I have a lot of reasons for that. But the big one is that a big part of the charm of these games is actually the gameplay of them. How they function, the leveling systems, the way that you interact with the world. It's not just the world and the quests and the NPCs in it. It's a bunch of other things that make a holistic game. And in fact, I think thinking about, porting these older games into newer engines, and this was not new. People did this with Morrowind. There was a Oblivion back before Skyrim even came out, I think, where somebody basically put Morrowind used the Morrowind files in the Oblivion engine, and it was super buggy, and no one ever followed up on it, like made it work, But it was a thing, and why? Because Oblivion looked better than Morrowind. So there's always this desire, is like we love this fantasy world that we're exploring. We want to explore it in higher fidelity and higher detail and have it be more beautiful, have more opportunity to use mods, for instance. In the Skyrim engine has more mods, and it has more options for visual mods and modern mods and things like that. So there's a lot of temptation there. But if I'm looking at them, Morrowind compared to Oblivion and Skyrim is very different in its gameplay. And to put Morrowind into Skyrim's engine and have Skyrim's gameplay is to do Morrowind a disservice. A huge part of what made Morrowind fun was not the fact that you were exploring the weird world of mushrooms and volcanoes and stuff. It was the way that you interacted with the environment. It's the way you leveled up. It's the way you picked weapons and how you used them and exploited magic systems to do crazy powerful things like fly across the map. All that stuff is really important to why the game is good. And I feel the same way about Oblivion. A huge part of Oblivion's charm is the way that you choose weapons and how you attack with them, not just like and the fact that you could do magic and swords at the same time in Oblivion versus like Skyrim having to do all these pick and choose thing where you're either a mage or you're not, basically. Because it's really hard to do, to block, for instance. It's like, hey, you want to use sword and magic? No blocking. It's like, well, you can do all of them in Oblivion. But the way that you interact with the NPCs, the way that you just play the game, that's a huge part. But I think following Skyrim, what we started to see in game design. What's up, Sammy? What's up, Moonfarai? Jared, hope you guys are doing great. Cruising USA. Are you excited for Elder Scrolls 6? I have not heard anything about it. I know that there was a preview forever ago. I didn't even watch it. If I watched it, I don't remember it. So I would be excited about it because it's another Elder Scrolls game. But, to my point, even Skyrim, the way that you interact with the world is a big determinator of how you enjoy the game. So what developed after Skyrim was this design philosophy that kind of percolated through the industry, and I'm not sure who to blame. I don't know if you blame like the extra credits videos or like what, to where they start to look at game design as a series of features that you interact with graphics, right? So there's like graphics, and they're used to overlay features that players do, right? So I probably can't blame like extra credits for this. I think it really started earlier. I think World of Warcraft is actually pretty influential as well, but Skyrim massively influential because it's like, well, we got to have these open world games. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means you could just explore and go anywhere. Yeah, but the whole reason Skyrim was good was not just you can explore and go anywhere, but when you explore and go places, there's things to see and things to do wherever you're going. So when you explore, you're rewarded with stuff to do. And this was my big complaint about, by the way, the newer Zelda games, specifically Breath of the Wild, is like you explore and you don't really get anything for that. What you do is you explore and you find monsters and you fight them and your weapons break and you get the same weapons again, or you get worse weapons. And so the optimal way to play Breath of the Wild is to just avoid everything, right? It's basically to not play the game, because you don't get any... There's no macro meta thing where you need to be killing monsters. It just doesn't do anything for you. So it's better to go to the shrines, go to the towers, go to the shrines to power up. That's the only thing that powers you up. Avoid all other monsters, because there's nothing good in the chests. There's never anything worth getting out of the chest. It's another thing that's going to break. So there's no reason to look for loot. It's just the same crap over and over again. And then do the beasts and then do the final boss. There's like an optimal way to play that's just avoiding all bad guys, right? Anyway, that's my complaint about that game. But my point remains, people were putting flower picking. I remember playing Dragon Age Inquisition. And in Dragon Age Inquisition, you're walking around and it's like, hey, you have to pick these flowers to like make health potions and stuff. And it's like, what they're doing there is like, well, we need to have exploration in the game. And it's like, you don't, right? Like Dragon Age Origins exploration was, we're exploring the dungeon and it's full of monsters and treasure. It's Dungeons and Dragons. Not, we need to walk around a mostly empty zone and pick flowers. That's not nearly as fun. So Inquisition came off as really boring, compared to Dragon Age Origins and even Dragon Age 2. It was very boring compared to Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2 was poorly done in a lot of senses, but it never bored me. I never was like, oh, I'm walking around an empty zone again. But that's what you got. So you had just a list of features and people started to put them into games. And it's the same thing with MMOs. MMOs need to have this kind of system, and they need to have this kind of fast travel system, and they have to have this kind of raid system, and they have to have this kind of matchmaking system. They just copied World of Warcraft rather than looking at, there's a World of Warcraft and people enjoyed exploring it and enjoyed finding things in it and were rewarded for doing so and met friends and right? Like the things that made Vanilla WoW so good were not a list of features. It's not like, oh, you need to have treasure chests and you need to have elites and you need to have some dungeons. Like those are features, right? And you need to have some craftable stuff, but it's more like how those fit into a holistic game design. And so Elder Scrolls, all the Elder Scrolls games were designed holistically. And so porting Morrowind into Skyrim's engine or doing an Unreal 5 remake of Oblivion, like I would probably play it because I'm so into the game. Out of morbid curiosity, I would want to play it, but there's no reason to, right? The gameplay, if they change the gameplay especially, and I'll explain what I'm going to do with the game here in a little bit. We could talk about it because I love to have your opinions, but we're looking at Elder Scrolls as like the buildings and the land and maybe the monsters. And so higher graphical fidelity is just better, right? It's like, well, I play Morrowind like with a lot of graphical mods to make it look more like what we imagine Morrowind would be. But at the heart, it still looks like Morrowind and it still plays like Morrowind and you interact with it like Morrowind. It's never not Morrowind. And it's the same thing with Oblivion. Like I'll play this mod that I installed last night. It's actually a giant collection of like 400 mods. So I'll link it. Let me link it actually. If I can find the website for it. It has a bunch of crap, right? Here it is. I'll link it. You guys, it was pretty easy to install. There's not that much for the instructions. If you've never modded before and you just followed the instructions, I think you'd be able to install all of these mods with Vortex. It would take a while to download them, right? You have to click through the downloads, so that would be the hardest part. But yeah, there's more to the game than the graphics. And so if we take the land of Tamriel, if we take Cyrodiil and stick it in Unreal 5, that's great. It might look really good. And so I'll look at it and be like, man, I remember that's what it felt like it looked like in 2006. But if it doesn't play the same, then it's really not the same game. And we don't, and I don't trust the industry to not screw up a remake of Oblivion or anything else for that matter. The weird parts about the engine, the weird ragdoll physics, that's part of the charm of it. The weirder aspects of Morrowind, including the bugs, that's part of it, including like bugged NPCs that are virtually unkillable, that you have to be really clever to figure out how to kill. There's one in Tribunal that he will ambush you, and he's got like 150 luck, so you can't hit him. You have to figure out like how to hit him, and it's really hard. Same thing with like the Necromancer on the Skeleton Island, when you get the luck shield, right? The guy is, everything's easy. It's a bunch of level 2 skeletons, and here's this Necromancer who's like level 50 and unhittable and never runs out of ammo, So, yeah, it's part of the charm. I agree. Breath of the Wild was very overrated. But what I realized is that people who play Nintendo consoles hadn't gotten a lot of that. Now, they actually had that. They actually had a really good open world game in Xenoblade Chronicles X, but nobody played it. But I realized that they just didn't have that, right? That they never played Skyrim. So the people who were really into Breath of the Wild were just never really that into Skyrim or Oblivion or Morrowind. They just weren't into good open world games. They played Nintendo games, and so it was a novel experience on Nintendo. But if Breath of the Wild were to come out in like 2006, if you had Breath of the Wild instead of Twilight Princess, people wouldn't really know what to do with it. I think people would be pleased at first, I think, but then they'd very quickly go like, well, what do we do? We're just wandering around finding towers. It's weird, right? And the finding the towers thing, that's just straight out of Far Cry, right? It's just like, and it's in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We got to go to the towers, and the towers fill out the map, and the towers give us some things to do. It's really dumb. Real exploration shouldn't show you anything. You should just keep going. What's the best RPG? What game? Okay, if we're talking video game RPGs, it's World of Warcraft. It's World of Warcraft between 2004 and about 2008. That's the vanilla. If you want to get real specific, it's vanilla World of Warcraft, or maybe let's say patch 1.12. The experience prior to Burning Crusade. That's the best RPG ever made. Which reminds me, like, so the funniest thing I see on Twitter is people calling Mark Kern a tourist, a gaming tourist. So Mark Kern is a tourist. Mark Kern was the team lead on World of Warcraft. This guy created World of Warcraft. Come on. He was producer of Diablo 2. This guy's not a tourist. This guy helped create gaming, as you know it. Right? Now, you can say you don't like his opinion, or he hasn't done much since then, or he had a failed game after that. He did come out with a game, and it was a live service game, and it's gone now. I think it was called Firefall or something. I never played it, but fact is, he actually was the team lead on the best game ever made. I will say that vanilla World of Warcraft, if you were around to experience it, especially 2004 to maybe 2008, if you were around at that time, nothing compares. There's no gaming experience that could possibly compare to that. In fact, I think that's what makes it so that I just am not really prone to game addiction, is that I already played the best game ever made. So everything else is just a disappointment by comparison, right? I already had the greatest black tar heroin that you could possibly shoot up. So nothing else will ever give that high. You can chase it, but you're not going to get it. And eventually you just realize, like, it's not coming back. You can do Blizzard's Modern Vanilla, and Modern Vanilla is a great emulation of Vanilla, and I recommend it to people. I really do. It's great. It's not as good as it was back then because it's a solved game. As the Mad Season show called it. It's a solved game. Whereas if you played it at the time, everybody sucked. No one knew how to play. No one knew the dungeons. You were exploring the dungeons for the first time with people who'd never been there. People didn't know how to play. You wiped. You had to tell people, I think you need to do this. People didn't know that you needed to equip shields. There's all kinds of things that people didn't know about World of Warcraft when they started playing it. They were all noobs. And that made that original experience really fun. Really fun. And that can't ever be duplicated. But you can see the world as a holistic thing as it was and experience what that was like. And you'll find that even now, even with a solved game, you make more friends, you have more fun, the challenges are higher, you care more about exploring the world, on and on and on. It's just a deeper, better experience than modern WoW. There's just no comparison, even now, right? The reason people stop playing vanilla WoW, like the classic WoW, or whatever you want to call it, is because they've already done it, right? So once you've already done it a lot, yeah, you're going to get bored of it because it's an old experience. It's not a new, exciting experience. But when it was a new, exciting experience, it was the best RPG ever made, right? Best thing ever made. Number two, it's hard to put a number two. Number two is like, it's hard for me to say. I'm tempted to say Morrowind now because Oblivion was my favorite of the Elder Scrolls games for a long time, but Morrowind continues to like deliver experiences that I enjoy year after year after year after year, and I don't get tired of the graphics. Whereas Oblivion, I'm like, it just, things, in 4K, they don't look as good. But somehow Morrowind, you run it with mods in 4K, and it's like, God, this game's beautiful. I'll play some Morrowind. I could play some Morrowind today, too, and show you just what I'm talking about. It looks great. That's how I view Halo 3. As a console guy growing up, I never got to play any MMOs until Star Wars Tour. Wish multiplayer RPGs became more common. Yeah. Oblivion was my first big letdown as a kid. Fell for Todd's lies. So a remake that tried to live up to what I marketed would be tempting. Skyrim gave up on stuff like the ambitious NPCs. Well, I like the NPCs in Oblivion better, even though they used a lot of the same voices, because it just wasn't a thought like we need to have like 50,000 voice actors for all these characters. So they kept it simple with a couple voice actors. But Oblivion really did a great job. Oblivion really fulfilled something that virtually no other RPG has been able to do, which is to fully emphasize the exploration part, untethered to some order that you have to do things in. Like when you leave the sewer in Oblivion, we'll play it now, you can go anywhere and do it. You don't have to ever open an Oblivion gate in Oblivion, right? You don't have to go to Kvatch. You can just avoid that and walk off and do anything else. You can do all the other quests in the game before ever setting foot in Kvatch and just never have an Oblivion gate open. Just enjoy questing and being a thief in the beautiful Cyrodiil. And I don't think the level scaling's a problem either. Like in my first playthrough, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had no problem with it. Now, I played as like an agent, so I was super squishy, and I had to kite around ogres and stuff, but I managed to figure out how to make it play. The only real problem with level scaling is that certain kinds of monsters disappear. Rather than scaling up to you, you get the more difficult version of that monster. So where you would have these like little fairy Daedra, you would get vampires, and then after a while vampire lords, and then just Daedra or like liches. So there's certain kinds of creatures you don't see at a high level anymore. You start seeing ogres instead of trolls at a certain point, and it's just a little weird how they do that. But I like it a lot. You do not have to level efficiently. And in fact, I think this mod, let's take a look at this mod. So I linked the mod. It's called Oblivion Rebirth. I'm going to pull this. Let me figure out how to get all this stuff arranged. Because I have a second monitor, and I'm playing on a big 4K monitor, but I'm going to stream in 1080p because I don't want to like nuke people's computers, and no one's going to watch this in 4K anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, people aren't going to watch this in 4K, so there's really not a big reason to stream in 4K that I can see. You guys can tell me what's up. No, it needs to be in 4K. Most people are not watching on a 4K TV, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't care about... Yeah, I just explained I don't really like Skywind. I can mod Morrowind. Maybe I'll show Morrowind first, right? I can mod Morrowind so it looks so beautiful. I would never care about seeing it in Skyrim's engine, and I certainly wouldn't want to play it with Skyrim's gameplay. Of the big 3 Elder Scrolls games, 3, 4, 5, Skyrim has the worst gameplay by a wide margin, in my opinion. That's not bad. It's not bad gameplay. When I say it's the worst, I don't mean bad. It's good gameplay. It's really good. But Morrowind is deep, and if you don't have that deep RPG system, Morrowind just doesn't, it's going to feel boring by comparison, you know? Man, is it so weird that one video I've been seeing of a comparison of Avowed and Skyrim with enemy AI and NPC reactions and how stark it is. Like, Skyrim's better. I've mostly been seeing Avowed as like a joke. It's just not very good. You know what I mean? Anyway, where's this? Let's find it here. Lower center. Okay, here's a video of me live. All this music that you hear is me playing live, by the way. We're doing it live. Here we go. This is called Oblivion Rebirth Plus. So it's got 400 mods. It's got a lot of visual stuff. We'll go through it. It's got a bunch of extra crap added. The question here is, I think it has some gameplay mods. And so the gameplay mods are like change the leveling system to a more traditional leveling system. Which, yeah. I think level scaling is a necessary evil as well, but I don't think it's an evil. Because in Oblivion, you really can just explore and do whatever you want. There's no limit. It's just whatever you feel like doing. And the loot levels with you. So, like, anytime you get a reward, it's going to be a good reward. It's going to be scaled up to your level and be appropriate for you. Even if it's not appropriate for your class, it'll be pretty good. And the game overall is really easy, so, you know, it doesn't matter that much. I think people who've run into level scaling problems maybe just are not, just aren't that good at the game. Same thing with Morrowind, right? Morrowind is hard when you first play it, but once you get 20 levels, like, the game starts to become almost trivial. It's so easy. Would I recommend buying handhelds? Yeah. Hell yeah. F yeah. So I have a bunch. I have the Steam Deck. It's great. I don't have it here in front of me. I have the PS Vita, which is the best one. Best handheld ever made. I have the Nintendo 3DS. Second best handheld ever made. Those are the big three we play. And then we have the Nintendo Switch, which is also a handheld, right? So I really like... there's a lot of things that I like. I really like... If you don't mind fiddling with stuff, the Steam Deck is great. You can play Final Fantasy XIV on the Steam Deck, which is pretty amazing. But a hacked Vita is a wonderful system. You know? Yeah, which is... Avowed's from Obsidian. People really liked Fallout New Vegas, and it was okay, but it wasn't a big deal for me. And like, have they done anything since then that was good? They also did KOTOR 2, and I guess I'm the guy who like didn't like KOTOR 2 and thought it was rushed and broken. Outer Worlds, I skipped that one. So maybe Outer Worlds was good, but I didn't play it.
When I started doing
Hey, look, here's an ad.
fight off dementia, my friends laughed at me.
We gotta fight off dementia. That's important. I'm old and demented. Yeah, PS Vita is great. So that's, if you're going to pick one, you can get a PS Vita cheap. You can get a hacking guide. You can get an SD to Vita just use a micro SD card. You can use I have a 0.5 terabyte card in mine, which is plenty for like anything you want to do with it. But you could get even bigger if you want to try to download every Vita game somehow. Once you hack it, it's wide open. You can put your PS1 games on it. You can put Vita games, PSP games. It even plays emulators decently well. If they're like 16-bit emulators, it does those decently well. Absolutely great system. Absolutely amazing. Playing a Fender Telecaster here. Actually, I'm playing the Ableton Push. All right, let's see here. We need to... Which one are we going to do first, Morrowind or Oblivion? Let's check out this Oblivion mod, because this one changes the gameplay, and I'm a huge fan of Oblivion's gameplay, so I'd like to see what other what modders think should be improved about the gameplay or the leveling system. Maybe like leveling your skills and your attributes is too complex for people, and they want like a Skyrim-like experience where it just doesn't matter, like your choices are kind of bullshit and don't do much. I don't know. Let me quickly show you my Morrowind. Actually, which one is this? This is 0.47. I want 0.48. All right, here we go. Let me find... You can see all this stuff. You can see my desktop for a minute. So I use Open Morrowind for all this kind of stuff. So you look... Oh, you know, we should really stop the music here. There we go. Let's get Morrowind. Hopefully tabbing out doesn't crash it. Oblivion is way less stable than like Open Morrowind. I'm not seeing any game graphics on mine right now. So I'm not sure what's going on here. See, oh, there we go. Now it's black again. It keeps turning black. There's something weird here. Yeah, it's black for some reason. Let me see if I can figure it out. Like you can see it for a minute here, but it's not. I might have to run it in like a windowed mode to get it to display correctly. Give me a second here. And you know what I can try here? Hotkeys. Let's see if there's a change scenes. Shift slash. Okay. Let's try that again. All right. That didn't do it. Oh, there we go. All right, let's try that again. That's not working. All right, hold on. Let's figure this out. Sorry, guys. Let me get my glasses. Open Morrowind. All right. Okay. Again, it's like displays for a second and then it goes black. It's blue black. Oh! Oh, we're back. Okay. Let me see if I can shrink this down. Oh, that's not what we want. Hold on a second. Now the window is way too big. I wonder if there's like a fit. You know, fit to... Because I'm playing in 4K, right? And so the problem with playing in 4K is I'm streaming in 1080p. We'll figure it out as we go. There we go. It's like 4 times too big. There we go. All right. Now let's see if we can get this back over here. Okay. All right. All right, let me just show you what it looks like. I think this is a high-level character, so I'll just show you what's up. I'll do Oblivion in a second. I just wanted to show, like, do I need Skywind? I don't feel like I do. You know? And I feel like a big part of Morrowind is the way that all this stuff works. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a look and a feel to Morrowind that I think would get lost. Like this is a very modded. This is very much a modded Morrowind, like highly modded. But it still looks and feels like Morrowind to me. You know, let's go in this little, go in here. Hopefully it's not stuttering too much on y'all's screen. But it feels, it's like buttery smooth on mine, but I'm looking at the preview and it looks really kind of jittery, which is, I'm not sure what to do with, not sure what to do with that. Anyway, you can see it. It looks pretty darn good. In 4K, HDR. It won't look quite as good on your screen as it does on mine. You know. But it definitely fulfills the fantasy of Morrowind. But, you know, just as an example, right? Like, here, we'll grab Recall. We'll transport back to my little lair here, my mage tower that I built. If I look at the map, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Right? I'm like in the middle of nowhere. I'll move this around so it doesn't... There we go. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. No big deal. Then we cast Divine Intervention. Like, knowing to do this is... and boom, now we're back at... we're back over here. This place looks really good at night. Hold on. And I could go back there to the Mages Guild. And just take a Mages Guild thing wherever. I like the fog. The fog makes it feel like I'm back in 2003. To some extent. The ever-burning torches. Let's go in here. Let's wait. Where are we? 10 a.m. Let's wait about... let's see what sunset looks like. Let's wait 9 hours. Okay. Yeah, look at that beautiful sunset. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Come down here. You know, it's like, do I need to see this in Skyrim's engine? I don't feel like I need that. With how good this looks right here. You know what I mean? Like, this looks really good. I'm going to take a screenshot. Because it's so good looking. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Don't press that button. You got to press F12. I think it's F12. There you go. The screenshot has been saved. Right? Look, it's beautiful. The masculine urge to make a mage tower in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. I mean, that's the place to make it if you need a fortress. Just to make one in the middle of nowhere. Like, these torches look great. You can actually adjust all this stuff with these mods. I'll make a Morrowind mod list. I'll make a list of, like, the mods that I use for Morrowind. They're old mods. None of them are really new mods, but I feel like I don't need the newer mods. Like, these are high-res enough. Like, they look good enough. Like, this looks really good. And this has a great mood to it. Like, the mood is wonderful. And the mood is very Morrowind. This is also very Morrowind. Like an NPC just standing on an invisible box. When he should be smithing. You know? Here's my goth girlfriend here. You know? Like, these are replaced faces, but they still are fundamentally like Morrowind. They look like Morrowind to me. Like, you can't ever make it not look like Morrowind. You know? Like, look at this. This is a beautiful shot. F12. Wait, there it goes. There it goes. Take that screenshot. Looks great. So yeah, I mean, do I need Skywind? I don't feel like I do. I have a theory that Morrowind would be a lot harder to get into for younger people who grew up in the smartphone era. Smartphones basically give nav markers in real life. That's true. My son plays Morrowind, though, and he really enjoys it. And the lack of navigation markers doesn't matter to him because he's 9, and he just is going visually. Like, I want to go to that thing. Let's see what that thing is. Oh, I talked to this guy, and I sold some stuff, and I bought this thing. You know, like, he just has the best time exploring around the world and having fun with things. You know? Like, in 4K, this just looks so brilliant. It's hard to quite... Like, you probably can't see it properly on the stream, but it looks great. It's a great-looking game now. So, yeah, I don't really care about Skywind, because to me, like, going up to an NPC and hearing a voiced-over dial, I don't need that. Like, I'm okay just asking background and stuff, latest rumors, you know. I'm okay learning by reading. I'm not illiterate. That might also be a smartphone thing. People are so used to audio, they won't ever just read stuff. It's just weird because they spend time on Twitter and Facebook, you know. Yeah. Deus Ex, Morrowind, and Halo look so good that the old graphics become appealing. I agree. I don't think Bethesda needs to remake these games. I'd say just package them with some mods. Like make a really stable version that just runs all the mods at a low level. Rather than like having it be a patchwork quilt of modifications. Just pay the community that made the mods. Just like give them some money. Say, hey, we want to license this. Here's some money. It's going to be cheaper than hiring a bunch of programmers for 50 or 100K a year to like remake the game in Unreal 5 and like be missing all the stuff that makes it good, you know? And you just have all the same charm. Like if a modern player played this, it'd probably be plenty acceptable. And they'd probably enjoy the look because there's lots of games that that specifically go for a retro look, even retro 3D, that I don't think something like this would be out of bounds at all. You know, now it's nighttime and it's like really beautiful in nighttime in Morrowind. I really like this town at night for some reason. There's other towns. You know, it's not like, oh, how do I, it's not like Oblivion where I can just fast transport, or Skyrim where I could fast travel to like wherever to look at it. For me to go somewhere else, I have to actually like purposefully go there. But you know, you can go to Vivek or wherever. This place has these cool mushroom fortresses, which I really like. But yeah, Ready Magic. We'll head back in here. Turn run back on. Yes, this is me running. It's very fast. And then we can travel. Where are we going to go? Let's go to Caldera. Aldrun. Let's go to Aldrun. I really like the interiors of Aldrun. You know, like this mood is wonderful. I think I became Archmage already on this character. Let's talk to Edwina here. Duties. Why, it would be inappropriate for me to give you orders, Archmage. Trebonius. I wish the guild were led by someone with your respect for scholarship, Archmage. Perhaps you could speak with him and make him see reason. Yes, but I am the Archmage, so I'm leading the guild now. Thank you for your input, though, loyal subject. We can run out here. You can check out, my guy's got over 100 and then 320 speed. My attributes are pretty lit on this character. It's pretty strong, but I like, you know, this interior here. Like, this is a great mood. Again, like the mood of Morrowind. I love it. I like the mood of Oblivion too. Anyway, I just thought I'd show that to you guys. Let's go ahead and let's maybe boot up some Oblivion and see what this mod package is all about. Let's see what this mod package is all about. Actually, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick because I have to use the bathroom now. So that's what I'm going to do. And what you guys can do is make sure you buy King Leper. Boop, boop, boop. You can watch me play guitar for a minute. I'll be right back. All right. Let's get back into it, guys. I love starting with the Mages Guild and betraying them for the Telvanni. There's no quest to do that, but it feels like a natural thing that would happen. Yeah, they kept asking me where my loyalties lie. I end up somehow convincing them to all recognize me as Archmage. Like, forget about Trebonius. Eventually, Trebonius will give you a quest to kill all the Telvanni, like, Archmagisters. Which I find funny. But you can avoid that if you want. Just a bite, you can hear me chew. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. All right, we're going to try launching Oblivion here. I got to launch it from the... Here we go. Oh, wait. I forgot to pause the music. There we go. All right. All right, can you guys see it? Cool. Oh, wait, I need to fix this. It's way... We got like a little thing here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Oh, this interface is different. The Skyrim Mage Guild just gave it to me without even asking. The Skyrim Mage Guild, it's... The quests in Skyrim are just more involved, really, than Morrowind. Like, Morrowind, the Mages Guild is like, hey, this person owes me money, go kill him. And you're like, what? And you're like, okay. You go and kill that person. That's a lot of the quests. Find this book. Where is it? I don't know. Find it. Like, okay, that's kind of hard. And eventually you come across the book, or you can talk to people and get the thing. Let's start a new game, because this has like some kind of gameplay mods in it, so we'll just try it. Everyone likes the patio cat. If you put a cat in something, people will like it. 87 years ago.
65 years I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
There are few who are.
Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
They're trying to show like hordes of Daedra, and it's like 6 of them, because it's hard to render lots of things in 2005 or 2006.
This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433.
These graphics were
Closing days of the third
lit in 2006. We'd never seen anything with this much stuff.
of my life.
It was crazy. We thought the coolest thing we'd ever seen up until then was like, what? God of War 2? God of War 2 might have come out in 2007, actually. This music is really good. It's part of the video. My dog does not like that my kids are outside. Sorry for him. Do you like any movie tie-in video? It's a classic one. I'm not a huge fan of GoldenEye, but it was really good and most people like it, right? I like Nightfire for the GameCube and the PS2 better. That's not a movie tie-in. It's its own story. It's like its own Bond movie. I like it better. But, you know, that's a great example of a good one. There's actually a bunch of other good ones. I just have to think about them more. I actually remember the Lord of the Rings PS2 tie-in games being pretty good. So, I remember those. All right, here's our new graphics. Things look very HDR. I wonder if I can, let's see if we can, add a filter here. See what our details are like. Whoa, that brightened things up a bit. We don't need that much sharpen. I can actually turn the clarity like down and like soften it quite a bit. If I feel like it's too, like the bump maps are like too pronounced, you can actually turn it down. HDR toning. Let's let me darken that quite a bit. Because this is really bright. Let's actually darken it a bit, and then we can add some bloom here. And I'm actually, so the clarity at 0, turn it up here, things get really, really stark. And same thing with sharpen, like things start to really pop too much, I think. All right, we'll start with that. The detail setting on your NVIDIA stuff usually is really good. You guys can't see it because it's an overlay, but it makes a difference here. All right. Okay. All right, what race are we going to be? King Kong PS2 tie-in was class as well, yeah. I feel like the PS2 era movie tie-in games were way better than other eras. Like there was a whole bunch of them for like the Game Boy Color that were just awful. All right, so I don't know if they're gonna change any of the traits here. Oh, this is funny. Manny Marco race. Please do not use this race. It was an unfortunate requirement to set this to playable in order to allow the voice files to play. All right. Well, I'll take his word for it. We can do Nord, Norse. There's a Norse and a Nord. What's the difference here? I guess there's a difference here. I don't know. Orc. Redguard, Wood Elf, Argonian. Ooh, dude, he looks cool. Breton. I always play Breton. It's the best class. It's the best race. So let's do Breton. Yeah. Have you heard of the High Elves? Oh, Dark Elf. I always liked Dark Elves, but Bretons are good. We'll do male Breton. Character name. Let's call him Stucifer. We'll do Stu. Stu. There we go. Stu. Yeah, the magic resist is really good, and it's really powerful in Oblivion because it does everything. In Morrowind, it's really, really strong, but it doesn't work on like fire and frost. Unfortunately. All right. Eyes. I think we want some blue eyes, guys, right? What kind of hair do we want? Natural. Loose. Bald. Ponytail. Doesn't really matter, because you never look at your character. Cool brown, auburn. We do auburn. Length. Make it long. Yeah, whatever. Good. Age, 63. I'm 100 years old. I'm 0 years old. Oh, it changes like he's getting different beards and stuff. All right, let's give him a beard. There you go. Now he's got a beard. That looks good. Complexion. I think this doesn't change his complexion. It just like makes him like... It just changes his face shape. That's funny. Makes him more... I don't know. Peasant, nobleman. Let's go somewhere in between. There we go. It kind of looks like me, but with the wrong eyes. We just have to make his eyes like... Oh, those look cool. We're never looking at him, so it doesn't matter. We just have to make him like light brown. And there, more. And those are my eyes. We'll make him look kind of like me. But somehow his beard went away. What happened to your beard, bro? There you go. Now you have a beard again. Perfect. Okay. Done. Yes. Wait. Face. Ah, and I can change the shape. Brow. There we go. And, there we go. Cheeks. This doesn't matter because you're not going to look at your character that much. There you go. I'm a little more round-faced. All right, whatever. Eyes. Oh yeah, you can like make them a little inward, outward. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, whatever. The defaults look fine. Big schnoz, little schnoz. All right. There you go. There's a nice looking guy there. The chin is key. You know, let's check out the. Is there a chin? Jaw. Jutting. Urgh. You got to give him like a quarterback. Gotta make him like a. Gotta make him like a Giga Chad here. Rawr. Here we go. Still not quite. Quite at the Giga Chat there. There we go. Make it very concave. All right, that's good. Forehead. Oh. All right, there we go. Forward. There you go. Now we're talking. Mouth. Eyes, chin, cheeks, whatever. All right, that's good. Now we're gonna call him Giga Chad. All right, there we go. Yes, let's be a Breton. Yeah. Oh, there's a Viking quest apparently. Like, this is like a little bit too bright, for sure. Let's listen to this guy talk.
Go ahead, try your magic in here. Let's see you make those bars disappear. No, what's the matter? Not so powerful now, are you, Breton? You're not leaving this prison till they.
I have a little menu I could do here too. Shaders.
You're going to die in here, Breton. You're going to die.
Cinema coloring, HDR.
For you.
We can play with all of this. Bloom.
My job right now is to get you to safety.
The prison?
Yes, Your Majesty.
It says disabled.
Legion compound. We're headed for a secret passage known only to
No.
the Blades. No one can follow us through here. What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Oh yeah. Let's turn the HDR tone. There we go.
Never mind. Get that gate open.
Get things a little
Stand
darker.
back, prisoner. You won't hesitate to kill
He looks like a Windigoon. Always be casting.
Prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way.
Well, I actually am of British descent.
Prisoner, stand away from the
I am a Breton.
the window now.
Yeah, that window looks nice. This is a very bright prison cell.
Good. Let's go.
Armor looks good. Just everything looks like a little too sharp.
I've seen you.
We gotta soften it a bit.
Let me see your face.
Yeah.
You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
What's going on?
Assassins attack my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route.
Oh.
By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. The captain and her men, it's their duty to protect me. I will do as they say.
Let me see if I can, is this gonna work? Maybe I gotta be out of the dialogue. Who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler.
Ah.
You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
This one actually looks like an old man. Why am I in jail?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
My bed! I could have escaped this whole time? I don't like the Skyrim style, like, plates. So that's one thing that it's like, if you're playing this and you want something that's very Skyrim-like, I guess this will do just fine. Like, this is, it's got a good mood now that I'm in a darker area. There's some weird little things flashing, but, I don't know, it's pretty good. It looks pretty good, I think. I do kind of want to turn down the... Like, the HDR toning seems like a little too... Oh no. Punching him in the face. Look at that blood fly. Look at the blood. That's rad. Captain Renault. All right. The steel short sword that he drops is really good. I guess I could pick it all up and wear it. Yeah. I'm glad I turned the nudity mod off because it's fun to loot stuff. Oh, the Mythic Dawn robe has stats on it now. Well, that's cool. These guys would all be naked if I hadn't checked that. All right. How much how much am I carrying? 200. All right. That's fine. Get some stuff here. All right. I keep wanting to right click to bring up a menu because I've been playing Morrowind. Okay. Let's set that there. Fix follower double face bug. Okay, cool. Let's go 3 and 4 items. Which one's better? Well, 2 damage on this guy. And we'll put on the full power of the Blades outfit. I don't remember them dropping this armor. I don't remember being able to wear Blades armor. Like, ever. But this looks good. It has, like, shield on it. That's pretty good. 10% resist magicka? That's really good. Why are they giving me such good items at, like, level 1? Oh, it takes all the cool stuff off. Yeah. I'm here. Let's get this stuff on. The steel short sword will be really valuable later, though. to use. Northern UI hotkey instructions. Oh, okay. What? Oh, I don't care about this. Okay, exit. Unofficial Shivering Isles patch. Unofficial Oblivion patch. All right. Oh, I gain experience. There's just like straight up experience here. Yeah, I'm not leveling skills in this one. Oh, there's a little skeever here. Got him. There's another one. Come here, little buddy. Die. Die. Now you die. Are they going to let me keep this equipment? Because it seems really good. Aha! What? Okay. Oh yeah, you have to come back in here to get... Eventually you get there, and then you can go back in to kill Valen Dreth, who's the guy that talks to you at the beginning. All right. Oh, here's a skeleton. This skeleton looks better than I remember. Hey! Another rat, huh? You can die. Die. This is a good-looking skeleton, man. Look at that skeleton. Give me that. Give me that dagger. I've got some armor here. We'll grab the armor. And some lockpicks and a torch. This game is not really dark enough. Ooh, a spear. They added spears. This mod added spears. Alright, I can have a spears, a bow, and a shield. Alright, hold on. Alright. Yes. Let's find the bow. Let's put this on one. Let's put this one on two. Okay. And let's equip some arrows. Wow, that arrow drops a lot. That's a big drop. A little more than I'm used to. That's fine. Alright. Open this chest. You have a lockpick. Oh, this looks different. That was easy, though. Gold and a rough sapphire. Hey, there's a helmet over here. What the heck? Is this goblin alive? Oh, he's dead. Maybe the rats killed the goblin. Lockpick. The club. It's in here. Iron arrow. Dagger. Lockpick. Alright. Yeah, maybe the rats killed the goblin. That's cool. Thank you, rats. Lockpick. I would maybe I need to. One thing I would try to figure out how to do is to like really darken this, so that like you can't see crap. Yeah, 10. You're right. Record deepness. 10% magic resist would be even bigger returns. Practice doing spells. All right. Oh, that's a cool looking fireball. Look at that. Killed that rat. Dies. You gain 7 experience. Cool. Okay, gotcha. I know how to do this. Stats. Experience. Okay. Strength. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, skills. We haven't gotten any classes yet, so it doesn't matter. Items, magic. Oh, that's different. It's all colored. Wait, what's on me? Fortify Magicka. Breton Enhanced Magicka. Resist Magicka. 15! Wow, they really nerfed that. The brightness setting's already at its lowest so far, yeah. as far as these options go, like video, brightness, this is not doing anything. So, so a lot of this may not be working. You know, so this is as dark as it gets. We could, oops, kind of go here to maybe HDR, interior. What happens if we turn on the tone mapping to 1? That didn't seem to do anything. Let's try 3. Oh, that did it a little bit more. Linearization. What if we turn that up to, let's try a bigger number like 8. See what that does. Okay, that's getting a little better. What if we turn that up to 1.0? Okay, tone mapping. And let's do tone mapping 2.0. Okay, and all right, so that made it quite a bit darker. What happens if I like make the linearization like 2.0? That makes it even less extreme, but to me that doesn't look quite as good. So let's go like 1.2 for now. I'm just gonna see how that works. That looks way less HDR-y, but also way less glowy. You're not supposed to have all this blades armor. I'm gonna run out of space here. I think you lose the blades armor when you leave. That's better. I thought something was off. Field of view is off. Yeah, I think the rats killed the goblin, which is cool. It's kind of fun. Let's get my rusty iron bow out, which makes no sense. You wouldn't have an iron bow. Running past me, okay. You guys see me at all? What are you attacking? Where are they going? They just like ran past me. They couldn't see me? Okay. All right, silly rats. Oh, a zombie. There he goes. Mort flesh. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Let's see what we can toss out here. There's got to be some stuff we don't need. All this rough leather crap. Actually, we don't need this stuff, right? I don't need those. Where are we at? All right, that's fine. Gonna deal with this stuff as we go. So running away from the zombie, maybe? I have not seen the new info for the JFK thing. I have been pretty busy. Oh, see, this looks cool. This looks cool. This kind of mist here. And that bright. Oh, see, this looks much better. But I want it even darker. I want to get it like dark enough that I have to use a torch to see what the heck I'm doing. But that's because that's the fantasy. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's a little rat. See, I'm used to like leveling up by doing things, not by just by killing things. So we'll see how this works. I was a real big fan of the original Oblivion leveling system. I really loved it. So if I do like a longer playthrough, I can always like disable the mods or like start a new one without the gameplay mods. But I thought I'd give it a chance, you know, see what people think about it and give you a demo. All right. Now at least I have a shield. Let's see. There's a rat. Got him. Got him. Got him. And boy, magicka refills quick in this game. With whatever mods you have going on here. There we go. Gold, lockpick. Alright. Don't need all those torches. What does it look like when I have a torch on, though? Where's the torch? It's not doing anything. The torch doesn't do anything. Okay. Maybe there's like a... you know, like a... Alright, that doesn't do anything. Maybe bloom? If I delete this and make it like 4. Doesn't do anything. Alright. Let's try clarity. Turn the HDR toning down. It's a little closer to what I imagine, but it's still pretty bright. Skull, take bone, tomato, lettuce, gold, cheese. I'm gonna eat this cheese. I think I'm actually gonna... Oh, I have a spear. Rusty iron boots, bones. All right. Rat. Oh, something's got me. Stopped. There we go. Oh, I'm over encumbered now. Maybe because I have that spear? Is spear a skill? How much does the spear weigh? They give you a spear wreck right at the beginning. Rusty iron spear. 20 weight. Get rid of that. They give you all kinds of weapons at the beginning so you can try them out. There's a lot of interesting info. Ties between the Mafia and the CIA. Mafia Oswald ties a man named Gary Underhill. There it is. Now, yeah, see, this looks good. This torchlight looks really good. I just need everything else to be like a lot darker for me to like embrace the full fantasy, you know what I mean? That's all. It's just a fantasy thing. Like, I can't see in a dungeon because it's deep and dark and dank. Come on, there's going to be some bad guys around here somewhere. Where are they? Gold. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing the point of this kind of experience system. So I might disable that. Big fan of the original gameplay. It's nice though, but you try it out. You know, try it out. Ale. Get some ale going here. See if there's a bad guy in here. In this cave. See, this should be like pitch black, pretty much. Yeah, I just gain experience for killing things. The reason I don't like that is that, you know, there should be options for play that are like you sneak. You avoid killing things for experience because it's better. At least I'm getting some lockpicks going here. I'm gonna get a mortar and pestle somewhere. Cheese. Wisp stalks. You can hotkey items. Gotcha, gotcha. I know how to do that. Mushrooms. So I had an actual... Here's a stinkhorn. I had a stinkhorn growing in my yard. And I was like, what the hell is this thing? And I was like, it is in fact a stinkhorn. See, this is part of the fun of the engine. Is like I can knock these little skeletons around. See? See, to me, that's very fun. Whoa, that changed our field of view. That's interesting. Love this era of gaming. People need to get over fear of missing out with the latest AAA slop and play these classics on the cheap. Yeah, you can buy this for like, you know, on a Steam sale, you can buy this for like, you know, $10, which is pretty good. Iron ingot. I don't know what you do with that. I'm going to pick it up. Maybe you can craft with it. Maybe they added some crafting with these mods. All right. Notice the crosshair changes to an eye. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, I missed him. Got him. Boy, these guys die really easy. Whatever like mod this is made these guys way easy. Like I remember having to actually like do work to kill guys. Not cast 2 fireballs. Yeah, this is definitely rebalanced. All right, there we go. Let's make some. Where is it? There we go. Oh, this is a little bit different interface for this. All right, let's see here. Lettuce wedge and All right, got some poisons here. And here's a roasted rat. And an easy chest. Yeah, I like it. I think it's better if you get XP. Look, this trap got already sprung. There's a trap here, and it's already been sprung, and did it kill someone? It's supposed to spring and hit you, and teach you to watch out for traps, but it didn't do that this playthrough. It didn't teach me anything. I will say, like, this cave looks pretty good. Like, the textures look really good. I just kind of want a little more contrast. Want a little more darkness. There a guy over there? What's over here? Okay. Iron arrows and lockpicks. Okay. I'm encumbered, I think. Let's see. Yeah. I gotta drop something here. Huh. There's something else we don't need. Get rid of some of this stuff here. The wrist irons are cool because you can enchant them with chameleon. And since they're 0 weight, it's like a really convenient piece to have enchanted. See, the first time you're supposed to get hit with that trap, and then you come over here and you see that there's like a goblin down there, and you're like, hey, what happens if I push the logs? Oh, it kills the goblins and they're bleeding. Oh, he's shooting an arrow at me. How about I just hit you with 2 fireballs, since that does infinite damage with this mod? I don't know. Seems like this made things really easy, but I don't know. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I broke a lockpick. Sorry. First lockpick broken. Reduce goblin health by 50%. Just a bit of quality of life. The goblins look cool. They replaced the goblin graphic with something else. There's a guy over here. There he is. Like, they are really easy. There we go. One hit. I'm the one-hit wonder here. All too easy. Kill these goblins. Alright. It's down there. They have some pet rats down there. They clearly keep around. Wait, can I make... Let's do some more. Can I do this? Okay, I gotta drop something else. Oh, there's the goblin shaman. There he is. He hasn't seen me. Okay. Goblin Witch. Ah, see, that's worth some gold. Shock damage, 5 points on target. Tiny ruby, but I don't want to carry it. I'll throw something else away. Gotcha. See, these are worth a lot too. Whereas these are worth like nothing. So we'll throw all that crap away. Oh, I broke another lockpick. Man, I'm an amateur. Tiny sapphire. No, the silver vase. Okay. We just go over here. Repair hammer. I need more hammers. Okay, yeah. Good. I broke it right away. There's another chest over here. Did I get this chest? Oh, I did. No, I didn't. Another repair. Iron longsword. I don't need the ale. I could just throw the ale away. We don't need that. It's garbage. Garbage. Running just doesn't reduce my fatigue at all. Flax tunic. Arrow. Okay. Off we go. None of the stuff in here is super valuable. I really don't need to waste time on it. Alright, let's sneaky up. I don't know what that little indicator is supposed to be. Like, am I hidden or what? More arrows. I have so many arrows now, and I don't know what to do with them. Drink it. Drop it. Okay. All right. We got through the goblin tunnel. Now that I've kind of tweaked the visuals a little bit and made them not so like blindingly bright, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the way they look now. Man, these are worth so much.
No, he is not one. He can help us. He must help us. They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen.
Looks a little better.
How can I explain? Listen. You know the Nine. How they guide our fates with an invisible hand. I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
All right, let's see if they changed any of the birth signs. They might have buffed them. 200 point bonus to magic attribute, 30% weakness to magic. Lady. Oh, it just gives you more regen. That's okay. Now, 125 magicka. Thief. 10 point agility, 20 point luck. That's pretty good. Yeah, good old games is good. Atronak. The Thief is really good here. Let's see if they improved any of these. The Lover. Fortifying your personality by an additional 100. What? Okay. Interesting. The spell's free to use. The ritual. They just buffed all of these. Immunity to poison. Okay. That's different. The steed. 20 to speed. The tower. I'm not a fan of like just buffing everything and making it easier, because that's what it feels like. Reflect 30% of melee damage dealt to them for 20 seconds. The warrior. 10 to your strength and speed, as well as fortifying your health by 40. I'm going to go with thief. Yeah.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today,
100 personality, I still wouldn't take. Oh, thank you for the super chat. What's your thoughts on those who use ChatGPT as a tool for writing stories, editing, outlining, generating ideas from hobbyists to pros? I can't understand it. I can't understand why anyone would use it. What the fuck is the point? Right? Why don't you use ChatGPT to write you a story that you can read, if that's what you want? Right? The point of being an artist is to communicate something to someone else, not to have a computer communicate it to someone else and for you to pretend that you did that. Right? It's stupid. Not stupid to edit, right? To like find grammar errors, which everybody makes. That's not stupid. But prompting ChatGPT to make a book to try to reduce the amount of effort, it's just reducing the artistry. It's like, well, can't I use Midjourney to like make a painting and then I'll just paint faces over it? It's like, that's stupid. Paint a whole painting. Decide the composition from the ground up. That's what it means to be an artist. What are you trying to communicate by avoiding all that, you know? No offense, but I think it's stupid. Like, it's just a dumb thing. You're not a writer if you do that. You're like a dude prompting a generating program. And selling it is just as stupid. It ruins it thing is, it ruins the market not by being good, but by being bad. But by being a bunch of noise that makes it so people can't actually find real art. Okay? Like, the real thing what ChatGPT should be used for with stories is like, people want the computer to write them a story for them to read. But if the computer writes stories that you wouldn't want to read, why on earth would you think that it would write stories that other people want to read? Right? Until it's writing stories that you enjoy reading, don't ever use it as a tool to write stories. You know what I mean?
my dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face, I behold the sun's
Maybe it's because I'm an advanced writer, but I can't imagine ever using it for inspiration, for any. If I don't have inspiration, I have 1,000 ideas and I only have a few hours to write them down.
no trophies.
So like, I can't imagine ever using it for any purpose like that. Inspiration. If I'm out of ideas, then I have to quit this job. You know, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's because I don't have a lot of time and I have a lot of experience. So it could be that I'm on the other side of that hump from somebody who's new and needs prompts and things. I don't need that stuff. Doesn't help me. Yeah, the ideas are really the easy part of the story. It's communicating those ideas in a way that's entertaining that's hard. And the other thing is like writing good sentences. You can make ChatGPT write good sentences, but they're not going to be sentences that are emphasizing details that you think are important and you are imagining as an artist that you want communicated properly. You'll never get I'm not going to say never, but you're not going to get a program now, certainly, to write something that is on the level of any of the classics. So if you're just trying to make some schlock to put on Amazon to ruin the market some more, then go for it. But I can't imagine ever doing that as a writer.
You may as well make yourself useful. torch and stick close.
We're the Emperor's
bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it. Stick close and let us do our job.
Yeah, see, this mod has a bunch of gameplay stuff. I don't know who was asking about that, but like, you know, picking a bunch of skills that you won't use to try to min-max. First of all, I don't actually do that. I do the opposite. I pick the skills I'm actually going to use. That's the way I've always done it. I have a bunch of videos on it, but like, because I think that's more fun. Ah, man, I really want to loot these hoods. What do I have that I can just toss? Yeah, poison that. What do I have here that weighs stuff? I guess all the blade stuff is heavy. I think I have to give it up later. So that's fine. So I just want some gold, you know? I just want some gold. The potions of healing are useful. All right, we got some more guys here.
Hold up. Let me take a look. Come with us. Your destiny is bound up with mine and with the fate of Tambriel itself.
He's angry at me.
There's
There's no time to talk now, prisoner. We've got to keep moving.
Hey. Finding all kinds of little doors. Like, this is very bright with this torchlight. I'm gonna have to, like, figure this out.
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir? Stand behind. Wait here, sir. Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. Watch your back. Glenroy, over here. Show me what you got.
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet. Give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
I prefer to min-max Oblivion because I think it's fun. I like to metagame. Uh-oh. Did we get a crash? Oh, we've got our first game crash. We got our first game crash. That's okay. That's okay. I have a game saved at the end of the sewers, so it's not a big deal. We'll see where this puts us. Right here. Oh, this one has like an auto update mod. So like as you level up, it just makes your gear better somehow. I think that's kind of dumb. I'm probably going to turn off some of these mods because I think they are just not good. That's the best way I can put it. Yeah. Yeah, there's the ones here that I just think are not good. Like, this is a lot of value. I really should just carry those out. In fact, I'm just going to put those on. I mean, these are really good, though, too. I don't know. These are not worth anything, and I think you lose them afterwards. So I'm just going to drop them. We'll take more of these Mythic Dawn hoods because they're so valuable. Then when we get out of here, we'll sell them for gold. Search more of these guys here. Oh yeah, see? This is way better. We're gonna be filthy rich. Filthy rich. Especially because I don't get to keep the sword either. I think they take it all back. So that's fine. Are there any mods that stop the level scaling? Yeah, so I'll link this. It's in the chat. It's called Oblivion Reloaded Plus, I think. So you can just install the whole mod list off Nexus Mods, and it basically will get rid of enemy scaling. It'll make it so the enemies just kind of scale in a more. It just makes it easier. It'll just make it easier. If you want static levels for everything, that's a different... You'd need a mod that rewrites, like, everything. And the whole point of the game is not to have static levels. Right? It's not a Final Fantasy game where you run up against a zone that's full of high-level monsters that own you, and then you have to turn around and grind. Like, this game is not that at all. It's just a go where you want, do what you want kind of game. We'll quick save this time because we got a crash. A trap! This guy has like a bunch of conjured armor. Oh shoot!
I can go no further.
All right.
You alone must stand against the prince of destruction. Take the amulet. Give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Now this guy's actually hard to kill. Watch, we'll do some, I don't know, where's, I can't see my health, so. Potion of Night Eye. Dude, we're gonna make so much money off of these. Hell yeah. Money, money. Money for nothing and your kicks for free. Oh no! Glenroy died. I don't know if I can equip these. Let's see if I can do it in a way that's like...
We failed. I failed. The blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body. Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septon. They see
I'm almost out of time for the stream.
the amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire.
I've played with a no scaling mod. It's fun that way if you're already familiar with the game, but it's clearly not intended. Yeah, Skyrim as well. It's wide open,
He must have given it to you for a reason.
and that's the point. The point is to explore, not to die randomly.
Joffrey, he said that?
You know, but to explore and find things that are challenging.
Nothing I ever heard of Joffrey.
So
Joffrey would be the one to know.
it's good to try this mod out. I think already I'm not a fan of these gameplay mods because they'll emphasize the wrong things. You know, like kill monsters, level up. I like the original system where like you get better and better at your skills, and worse and worse and worse at everything else.
Imperial city. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door to the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced acrobat. Am I right?
Let's check out their class system. I think it's the same, right? A witch hunter. Where's the custom? Acrobat. Agent. See, the first time I ever played was as an agent, and it was actually pretty hard towards the end. But it was a lot of fun. Like, I had fun, like, you know, carting stuff around. I don't know if there's a custom class option. Oh, here it is. It's at the bottom. I'm not used to this UI. So, you know, combat is usually what you want to go. Your favorite attributes, luck and endurance, is the classic way that you do it. Your major skills, two ways you could do this for like standard leveling. I don't know how it does it for this, but like for this mod, I'm just going to choose the skills I like to use and be good at, which is going to be block, blade, athletics, and conjuration, heavy armor, illusion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna do one more. Probably sneak. We're gonna call it huge boner. No. Raging boner. Create raging boner class. Yes. All right, we're raging. What are we? Raging boner. That's us. You sure you want to be a raging boner? Yes.
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins.
After the sewers, then what?
Must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances. But proceed to Wayne and Priory immediately. Got it? Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed. I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body. Make sure no one follows you. You better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Now, I think I can go back and get the Blades armor off this guy. It's worth nothing, and I don't think its armor values are particularly high either. But it looks cool. And it weighs a lot. 2 armor? That seems bad, right? Am I wrong? 2 armor seems bad. I don't remember though. It's been a while. But it's not worth anything. So there's really no reason to like pick it up if I'm not going to use it. Well, I would use, let's pick up the, because we'll just go get a suit from the arena. Maybe get the cuirass, and maybe the helmet. Now that we, oh yeah, we have a steel short sword. We will put that there, and we will equip that. That one's good. It's a steel short sword. Okay. All right, and yeah, lots of these to save and to sell. It's gonna be a lot of gold, just to start our adventure. Okay, and I have like a. Should get, I don't know. I kind of want to get all of it, but I don't have enough. Wait, the heck? Carry weight? Where'd my carry weight go? Did it disappear? Okay. Oh, it's just disappearing out of my inventory. I can't keep the blades armor. It just disappears out of your inventory. That's interesting. Okay. Can I get his... I don't think I can get his weapon either, huh? Can't get his weapon. Okay. Alright, whatever.
Need to get out of here. A chapter. A Talos guide. A chapter house of the Order of Talos. A monastic.
Alright, so outside of Coral.
The sacred symbol of the Empire.
Joffrey.
He's the Grand Master of the Blades. As the eyes and ears of the Emperor. The Blades don't advertise themselves. We of the Imperial Bodyguard are the public face of the Blades. But most of my brothers serve the Emperor quietly, behind the scenes. You'll find Grandmaster Joffrey at Wayne and Priory, living as a simple monk. My order is dedicated to the service of the Septim Emperors. We have failed in our duty to protect him.
All right. See you around.
You too.
Okay. Again, the field of view keeps resetting between dialogue, so that's an interesting bug. All right. Off into the sewers. Let's finish up the sewers. I'll make a save kind of... I have a save that I always keep that's by the end of the sewers so that you can skip this intro anytime you want to change your class. So you don't have to do like the whole... you don't have to do this whole tutorial again. With like all the DLC quests popping up. Oh, there's a... First, let's kill the rat. Got him. Then there's a goblin here. Let's get him. Got him. Okay. Ooh, another goblin. Got him. Goblin Berserker. Give me your stuff. Yeah. All right. So I'm glad I picked up all the robes and stuff. Now I like have some stuff. Does he have anything good? No. I should check out like skills. Did they add a spear skill? That'd be interesting. I don't think they did. Blade. Blade. Blunt. What about I don't see it. Like, I have spears, but I don't know what they do. All right. What's the oh, I'm gonna crash it. Okay. Local map. That's interesting. This is an interesting map upgrade. I think I like the classic maps better. If you want to know why, it's because it's more towards the fantasy of what a map that you made would look like, rather than this, right? Like this highly detailed kind of map. That's just not what you'd actually be doing. And I like the class fantasy, as some of you know. This gate is sealed. Okay, good to know. All the rat meat going here. Go set up base at Deep Scorn Hollow, somewhere to like drop our crap. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird that these robes come with stats, because I used to enchant them with like chameleon and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of interesting here. Ah, see, there's the end of the sewers. So yeah, it's a really good idea whenever you play this, by the way, when you get to like the end of these sewers, just make a save. Make a new save that will... So we'll make one right here. Save. We'll do a new save. And that will allow you to just change everything, because you have an option to change all of your stuff before you leave here. And so that will just give you that option. Which is cool. All right, I think we're about out of time. All right, we did the little prelude. Let's take a look at the world here, because like we have some nice high resolution bushes here. Like this bush is very high resolution, except you can see the tiling of the, look at it. You can see the tiling of all the little pieces. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's all an illusion. Like this looks pretty good overall, I'd say. And like outside, I think the HDR looks good. I think inside it's too bright. So I definitely would adjust the interiors, or maybe, I don't know. I could write like some settings for this mod that would adjust the interiors to be more, you know, fantasy appropriate. I had an iron ingot, but I think we can already like fast travel. Let's take a look at the Imperial City. There's a Grand Champion's Villa. So that's a mod. Wait, let's see. Do we have Deep Scorn Hollow? I guess I can just travel there. I don't even have to discover it, which is pretty easy. Whoa, look at this skybox. Whoa, that looks cool. Yeah, this looks great. Ooh, a Nern root. Okay, get a quest for Nern root. This will also give you the guy at the Walnut Inn that will buy expensive items. All right, let's check it out. All right. Little slaughterfish. Pearl. A journal. Sithis speaks to me. He does not use words, but I can hear his voice. Echoes of darkness spring from his lips and tell me what I must do. The Dark Brotherhood must be purged of its clean-blooded vermin, and a new order must take its reins. The time is nigh for the vampire to claim his rightful place as the true hands of Sithis. I have secured the help of many of my kin, and soon we shall spread like a cold fog through the ranks, and make the group our own. Soon Sithis will give the sign, and the time will be right, and the crimson scars will strike. I don't know if I could do that voice the whole time. We are betrayed! That curse, Salarian, has made true our plans to the fingers, and we've been discovered. The Brotherhood struck as we slept, not even giving the Scars a chance to fight back. Using their silver weapons, they pierced the heart of many of my brothers. The screams I could hear as they turned to dust still echo within my mind. I was able to dispatch 2 of the purebloods that fell upon me, and before they could send more, I made good my escape. I must find a place to hide, to recover from this blow. I will make my way south to Deepscorn Hollow, my old hideaway from when I was but a novice. There I will make my dark plans, and we shall see who Sithis truly favors. It's been nearly a month, and yet none of my brethren has returned to the fold. What puzzles me is why I have not heard from my lord. Sithis hasn't spoken to me since that dark night. What have I done to displease him? I have slain many since then, and poured their lifeblood on his altar, but still he remains silent. As I ponder this, I turn my attention to the lair. Deepscorn Hollow will rise as the new headquarters of the Crimson Scars. But it must be prepared, so much to do. The lair has improved much. I was fortunate to find Rowley Eardwolf at the Walnut Inn, outside of the Imperial City, another Scar who had escaped the night of slaughter. He now does his dark work acquiring the tools I need to bring Deepscorn Hollow back to its former glory. I must remember him in the future, should I ever need these items again. All along I was mistaken. All along, I was the blight upon Sithis and his dark name. Tonight he spoke to me, and again I learned of his displeasure. Again I heard no words, but I knew the meaning. I was meant to take blood, to spill blood, but never to taste blood. My sanguine ways have offended my lord. I must cleanse myself of this filth. I must find a way. I have found it. My lord will be pleased. My answer lies within the purge blood salts. Yes, I will bathe in these tonight and free myself from my old ways. Hail, Sithis, dark ruler. Soon I will be your only true disciple. Okay. Having a little fun. The chat stopped scrolling, so if you're responding to that, to my words here, I don't know what to tell you. I think these mods look pretty good now that I've done a little bit of adjustment on the interior lighting and kind of figured this out. I think things look really good. So you got a good demo of this mod thing. I'll link it in just a minute. I think the interiors look pretty good now with the lighting. I might darken the unlit parts even more, but that might, there might be another mod for that. Yeah, so there's some purge blood salts. Oh wait, I already went. I wanted to go to the Bastion. That's right. Or the Cloister, or whatever this is. I think there's a place you can sleep in here somewhere too. And I think this goes out. The Bastion. And I think there's yeah, here's the Bastion. When you upgrade stuff, there's a dagger you can get here. Okay, that didn't do anything. There's a sleeping coffin. Once you upgrade it, it's kind of cool. And I think you don't really find anything in here till you pay money to upgrade it. Let's check out the shrine. Ooh. Looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, you have to get the Ichor. Oh, look at this. With the upgrade mod, that'll always be upgrading itself too. But enchanted weapons, the problem with enchanted weapons in Oblivion is that they're always out of charge. So the only way to recharge them is to pay money. All right, I think that's about it for today. Let's go up here. And we can... This looks great. This is the vast ocean, and we have a great sky. Yeah, I like this. So as far as the mods go, I'll link it in a minute. I think it's a great mod. The gameplay, obviously, probably not sold on that because I like the original gameplay a lot, and you know. But if you wanted something different, like a different leveling system, then this might be for you. Something is going to attack me. Oh, it's a mud crab. All right. All right. Wish I could like zoom out. Oh, look, I can do that. Oh, that's useful. Let's go to the Walnut Inn. We'll sell our crap. We'll save the game. And maybe next time we'll try slightly different set of mods. Daytime, it looks good. Everything looks pretty good out here. Nice and bright and pretty. Generally good textures. I'm not running any anti-aliasing. I don't know if you guys can tell, because in 4K I can see the aliasing, but in probably in HD you probably don't even notice the aliasing. We got to sit here. We got to wait for about 7 hours. All right, there he is.
You need something special? Check out my wares.
There he is.
You won't find this stuff in your local general store, that's for damn sure.
Okay.
Say what you're going to say.
All right.
This better be good.
All right. Let's see here. Is the game the same? Happy.
You can't. Where'd you get that? That's good.
Uh-oh.
You're too kind.
All right.
Make me
I did it worse.
Yeah, but I like you.
There we go.
Where'd you get that? That's good. Blah blah blah. Oh, that's you're wasting your breath. Is that? I like that. How nice. Is that? I like you too. I see. Walk always in the shadow of cities.
Maybe he's not. He has to be sitting down. There he is.
You need something. We'll see. I appreciate the gesture. Last.
So apparently I can't talk to him
Walk always
yet.
in the shadow of cities.
All right, that's good to know. All right, patron, traveling mage, and patron, and Nerusa. All right, I'll go sell this stuff to what's his face real quick. He has a little quest too. Ooh, it looks nice. Overall I'm pleased with the mod. There we go. Boy, I'm walking so slow compared to what I'm used to. Copious coin purse. All right, let's wait here for 10 hours, 11 hours, whatever. We'll sell some stuff. I can't see the chat right now. The chat stopped scrolling, so it's all right.
Welcome to the copious coin purse. Such a pleasure.
Boy, he looks different.
How can I serve?
All right, let's see here.
What can I interest you in?
All right, a backpack. Extra pockets on self. Constant effect. What does that do? Okay. I don't know what that does, but I bought one. Expensive cloak. Weather ward on self. I will buy that. All right, let's sell. Where's my sell menu? Oh, you. There we go. How many can we sell? 9 of those? Hey, come on. You should give me more money. Sell Mythic Dawn robe. Yeah, let's sell one. There we go. Mythic Dawn hood. Oh, we have several different ones here.
You got a great deal there.
Oh yeah, see they have different values here.
Come back and see me again.
All right. How do I get out of here? Oh, see you around. All right, what does this do? Items. Oh, did I sell the one I was wearing? I'm naked for some reason. All right. There we go. I have a cloak now. Okay. Huh. What did the backpack do? I thought I bought a backpack, but I don't know what it did. Okay. No idea, but I have an expensive cloak. All right. I think that's it. Okay. And look, it zoomed in again. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. Anyway. Save. I'm going to do a new save. And then I'm going to quit. And then we're going to go turn that back on. Turn that back on. There you go. All right, let me see what I missed for the chat. Okay, let me link everything again. So here is the mod collection. I'm going to link the mod collection. The first one I showed was Morrowind. I'm probably going to play Oblivion because I haven't done this in a while, but I don't know. We'll play some. And Vagrant Story is good. I really like the aesthetics of Vagrant Story. And I like Final Fantasy 12, I think, is an amazing OST. I actually think Final Fantasy 13's is the best, like, the best one that they've done. Let me link King Leper again. And where's my solo camera? All right, there you go. Okay, so thanks for joining me on this fun little gaming adventure. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Let's go ahead and we'll call it there. Please do check out the Kickstarter. I added some more signed hardbacks because people were asking for those. And did they sell out again? Let's find out. No, they haven't sold out again. So you could still get a signed hardback. I think I'm going to make it blue though. So I'll do that on maybe Friday stream. We'll try it blue and play some more games. So that's fun. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you guys will have a great one, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great, great day.